Alright, golf between perceptions video. Response video to the Angry Canuck. So it'll be on economics this time. Change of pace. Yeah, just a stupid video. I mean, it's one of three again. And I don't know what he's saying. I don't know if anybody's even going to be watching his video. He's just making this crazy accusation that everybody's an ultra-liberal. And it really just doesn't make any sense. He's not debating any specific policy. He's just labeling people, and you really can't put us all in the same category. Me, Graytex, this person, that person. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. There's very little similarity between us, so it's kind of bullshit. So I'll just go down the list of some of the policies that certainly nobody would call me an ultra-liberal for. And I'm certainly not doing things to the advantage of some special interest. So, as I've stated before, I would dismantle the whole education industrial complex. Teachers are archaic. I would emphasize technology and paying students rather than teachers. And the rest of the teachers would just essentially be tutors or specialty teachers for advanced science. I don't have any respect for government employees. They've gone way too far, taken way too many liberties as public servants. They get way overpaid. Same with cops, way overpaid. So yeah, I'd kill all that stuff. I'm not a big fan of welfare. I think people should have to give something to receive something. So most importantly, I would require people on welfare to sacrifice their fertility. They would have to be willing to undergo some process to guarantee that they weren't going to recklessly reproduce and perpetuate their make worse their public subsidy. Then on economics, yeah. So he thinks I think he would presume anything that's presumes to see wisdom in progressive taxation is some sort of communism or something. So I guess on that score, he can call me an ultra liberal because yeah, I would have very liberal progressive taxation, and unlike left of center. I guess the person in this whole argument he finds the most comfort with. I don't even know what the right word is. I mean, he obviously doesn't believe in his politics either. But yeah, I don't believe in taxing businesses because in my opinion that's just a sales tax. But I don't have a much respect for this concept of the private sector. Because all the private sector really means is, daddy gives somebody a big pile of money, they decide to get into the restaurant business or something else. I've seen it happen. I mean, every job I worked at, I've seen it happen. And then somebody with all the skills, it basically gets abused. Somebody runs the business, does all the real work, gets paid some kind of, crap wage, and gives 30 years to make somebody else a lot of money. It's bullshit. The wealthy persons in the businesses I've seen happen. The people who got the money, all they did was fuck the business up. That's their only contribution. If anything, they made the business more inefficient and required the business to be less fair to its employees, just to compensate for the mess the owner was making whenever he tried to interfere. And then, he also made some kind of crack that, we shouldn't bother complaining about the Christians, when it comes to politics, because half of them are Democrats and half of them are Republicans. And he just ignores the fact that, but they vote very different. And the bottom line is a liberal Christian is still very destructive because they finance the institution. They vote for the subsidies for the institution of their religion, which does the damage in the end. So those subsidies are very counterproductive to their liberal politics. There's no point in being a liberal Catholic if you're going to support the Catholic Church, because the Pope isn't liberal. And what he's preaching around the world isn't liberal. So you're kind of shooting your own, whatever, your own interests. And on the other side, obviously, it's the conservative Christians who had decided to impose a lot of their dogma on other people's social liberties. First, we are subsidizing religious philosophy, which is bullshit. They take away deny people civil rights when it comes to fair civil union contracts. And then you got issues like abortion and population control. The right to die, which is a huge issue when it comes to the medical industrial complex, which is basically feeding substantially off the dying process. And if we could liberalize people's freedom when it came to end-of-life policy, we could save, tens of thousands of dollars per person in terms of medical expenses consumed. And so, yeah, you want to call that liberal? I don't think it's liberal policy. There's also the drug war, another contrivance of the Republicans, conservative Republicans, who just intended the drug war to basically put Democrats in jail so they could win elections. That was Nixon's plan. So you want to call me an ultra-liberal because I think that's bullshit policy? You can go ahead. I don't think that makes much sense, and I don't think you have any credibility. I think you just, look, if you're going to argue, why don't you argue specific policies? This throw people in categories crap is just so red-baity. Why don't you just call us communists or something? I mean, it's just stupid. And I'll just call you a fascist, fucktarded, right-wing, dickless cocksucker of the rich. How about that? I mean, we'll just pigeonhole each other and then we'll just end the discussion right there. Your rhetoric is bullshit, so grow a brain. Try to talk about specific policy. Quit lumping people who are obviously very different in their philosophy into the same category. I mean, it's just bullshit. I mean, you're just trying to provoke a video response. Is that what you want to do? You just want to provoke people in responding to you? Just be honest. Play the game honestly, please. I mean, there's so many fucktards playing games. It just, who needs this shit? I mean, you can't be sincere and make such a stupid video. I mean, it had nothing to do with any reality we live in, and you call it reality. And it was just a bunch of innuendos, lies, distortions, perversions, word games. I mean, it's just crap, so fuck you. You're just wasting my time. You're wasting anybody else's. Any person who's got to watch this video or watch your video, you're just wasting their time. Because you're not getting to the point. You're not getting to the fucking goddamn policy that makes all the difference. And yeah, I'm for incentive economics. I'm for people having a financial incentive to improve themselves and to do more productive work. I'm not for excess, wealth, and I'm certainly not for inheritance, which is essentially birthright welfare. Now you want to call that ultra-liberal too? I call that pretty conservative. The idea that we would oblige rich people, the same as poor people, to work, I think that's pretty rational policy. So whatever. Fuck you. So I won't go into all the policy shit here because it deserves, each aspect of economics and politics, even the Constitution, voting rights, all this stuff deserves separate videos. And it's just stupid to lump all this crap together and think you're doing anybody any favors. So, yeah, that's enough of a video. So I'm outside, so I don't know, maybe I'll play some video in the background, golfing crap, I'll hit some golf balls. And that'll be the end of the video. That'll be it. It's not a great video. It's been a long day. Tired. Been up a long time. Yeah, so that's it. The birds. It's kind of nice. but it's not a very coherent video. It's kind of hard to do complex videos outside because there are distractions. So anyway, till later.